Hey Space Watchers and good morning. I'm here at the DLR booth at the 39th Space Symposium in Colorado Springs, and I have the great honor to talk with Avi Shabtai, the CEO of Ramon.Space. Avi, how are you doing?
Good morning, Torsten, and good to see you. Busy show.
Likewise. So tell us, what is Ramon.Space doing?
So Ramon.Space builds space-resilient computing infrastructure targeted to serve the next generation satellite and spacecraft, to make them smarter and to enable them to perform all the functions that they need to do with the generation of data in space. In specific, when you deal with data, you can pretty much do three things. You can either store it, you can process it, or you can move it. And when you want to provide computing infrastructure, you need to provide these three elements, and these are the type of space systems that we provide.
Before we going more into detail, which are fascinating to learn more, tell us more about Ramon.Space as a company. So how long are you in the market? Where are you based?
Yeah, a very interesting
how cool
story.
Are you?
Yeah, very cool. Very interesting company, I believe. We've been in space already since 2014, covering a few tens of space missions, a few hundreds of satellites that use our technology. Yeah. We've been all over the solar system ever since. Nowadays we have 3 locations around the world, the US, the UK, and Israel, where we develop our technologies and provide them to various customers around the globe.
So you said you're covering the universe, so your software, your hardware is in space already?
Yeah, it's in space since 2014. It's been to, of course, many satellites orbiting Earth, but also to the moon, to Mars, around the sun, the JUICE mission to Jupiter.
Wow.
So the JAXA mission to Hayabusa 2 was also part of the missions that we participated in. So very, very exciting, and we look for to see more in the future.
So you have done it all. So what is challenging now for you now?
The challenge is a transformation of space towards being more computerized, more digital. And with that, I mean, space has been moving towards this direction in the last years. We're seeing more and more demand for more computing in space, and what we want to do is to provide this infrastructure into those satellites or the spacecraft to enable this to happen.
Okay. Let's come back to your technology, computing in space, data processing in space. We talk about you build a computer that goes on a satellite as a subsystem to do the various functions what is needed on the communication side, on the Earth observation side, on the data processing side, right?
Yes. I would say we provide systems for 3 types of services and applications. One would be what we call Earth observation and remote sensing satellites, where there is a continuous need to have more storage on board, and to make the satellite more efficient and to monetize it in a better way, there is a need to have image processing and analytics in orbit, or processing of the data in case it's not pure images. And then we can provide inclusive systems that are type of multi-service. They can perform all the tasks by running software, and enable the service providers basically to benefit from the satellite in a more efficient way along the life cycle of the satellite. In another domain, we're providing very advanced communication systems that are starting to be, or to look like more and more, base stations in orbit.
Okay.
And leading the way towards an implementation of what's called 5G NTN, non-terrestrial network, basically to drive, I would say, the era where the satellites in orbit providing communication will just communicate with devices on Earth with the 5G protocol.
Oh, I guess that's quite a long way to go, thinking about the World Radio Frequency Congress and all these regulatory issues that come with that, where the mobile provider try to get frequencies on C-band and so that were used in space, and now space is multi-using this as well. So how do you see this future coming up on that end?
I think that essentially we will see a convergence between the terrestrial networks and the space networks. meaning that the benefit will be for both the terrestrial operators as well as space operators, and we will see roaming mechanisms. Actually, we start to see it those days in some very small examples. And I think the regulation, will always be there, and that will be resolved, because I do believe it's for the benefit of the consumers and the businesses that need the connectivity. And I think that overall it will improve the business model of everyone.
Cool. Avi, thank you very much for your time. All the best for you and your company, and I'm quite sure we will hear from each other. And with that, Space Watch out for the moment.